Hello, we've got new Madelintosh. Hi, I'm Cadence Kidwell, owner of Fuzzy Goat in downtown Thomasville, and you can find what I'm talking about at fuzzygoatyarns.com. So let's get into the yarn. This is Madelintosh, hand dyed in Texas, so another southern yarn dyer. Oops, man overboard. Over the years, Madelintosh has been just the most dynamic and leading the hand dyed yarn companies for pioneering dye techniques and original use of color. There was a period where we didn't have them, but in 2019, they came under new management. They've embraced diversity and equal opportunity in a big way, and we're super excited to have them. I have started my black Thorn, and I waited to show it to you. So it looks like I've been super busy and done a whole lot, but let's see. You can see this really pretty little edging here. But it's because I've been holding it back until we got our enough stash of this to be able to show you what I was doing it in. So the pattern will be at the link for Twist Light, which I'll put up when we're through chatting. And I am using Cardinal up at the top and Twist Light Salt for the body. And it's got just a little bit of speckles in there. So let me tell you about this yarn. This has 420 yards, and it has a really great twist to it. I'm loving using it in my sweater. And it has where's my content? Here we go. 75% nylon, 75% superwash wool, 25% nylon. I was rushing around getting everything. I needed to tell you, you want to settle in. I've got a lot to catch up with you on. So I kept thinking, oh, but I haven't shown him this yet. I haven't shown him this. I'm super pleased to just be able to sit down this morning. We still have the Delicue pop up for a few more days. The sale is winding down. There's like 6 things over there. Maybe you want those. But I was like, there's things I got to show you that have been coming in. And so I'm sitting down and I've got them all around me. And this Madelintosh Twist Light is absolutely one of them. We've been having some of their colors, but now we've added in even more. This Candle Wick is one of my all-time favorites. There's two. It's a classic Madelintosh color. Look at this really great blue. This one's called Ceremony. There. That would be really pretty with in color work along with this one here, which is Star Scatter. Those two would be pretty in a shawl, a cowl, a sweater. I love this one too. This is really pretty. This one's called Fragrant. Just that really pretty kind of musky brownish pink. I just love that. Which would also go great with Star Scatter. Or this one here, which is one of a kind. I love a good brown, and when we had the Madelintosh pop-up, I kept back a few, and this is one of them, and I think we have 3 or 4 skeins of this, and it's called One of a Kind. So I think that would go really great with this pink. And the Star Scatter is a 3 skein shawl pattern. Or if you want to stick with the pink theme, this one here is called Scout. It's just got a great twist to it. Really springy. I'm really excited about it. I'm super thrilled with how my black Thorn is turning out. It is a long sleeve sweater, and it's got kind of wide sleeves that come down. I thought about having them not be so wide. Let's see if I can find my pattern here and show you. But there's color work in the sleeve, so I'm not going to mess with it all that much. I'm not going to mess with it at all because I want my color work to turn out. Here's the picture of what the sweater's going to look like. So I'm really excited about it. I started it super early, so when we have our one cold day of the year, I'll be able to wear it. So this is the Twist Light from Madelintosh. We've got 2 other bases I want to show you. We have this one I knit for Carolina years before I had the store, and I just love it and really glad to have it back. And this is Pashmina. Oh, if you could feel this, because this has cashmere in it, and where's my content? And silk, along with superwash merino. And it's a sport. So you could kind of choose a lot of DK patterns. I wouldn't necessarily use a DK sweater because it's not thick enough to be a DK for a sweater, but you could adapt a lot of shawl patterns that are DK. And we can help you find some new sport patterns. We're on the lookout for those because we haven't had a lot of sport yarn in a while because we haven't found a lot of sport patterns. But Melissa found this one here, which is super cute, which is the home camisole. And that would be really pretty and feel great. You could wear it as a camisole. You could wear it as a sleeveless top. You could wear it as a vest. I've seen you guys come in the shop wearing ones like this over a dress. It's super cute. Look at this great color here, Coquette. You purple fans will love this one here. This one is Siren. And if you wanted something a little more subtle, we have this Turn, T-E-R-N, which is really great. And let's see, here is, oh, Fragrant. I already showed you that one. Well, actually, I showed you that in the Twist Light, and here it is. So here's an idea just to show you how the dye, the thickness and the fiber content take the dye differently. I've got something to show you how that happens in another one in a moment. This one's Tarte, another classic Malintosh, great deep red. And then this one here is Blue Nile. Isn't that pretty? Oh, so that's this Pashmina, which is a sport. Then we have one more, which we haven't had in the store in years and years, which is Vintage. So Vintage is a plump worsted, really could be used as an Aran. This sweater behind me here is called the Blanket Cardigan, and I'm going to put it up online, but it has a little story that I'm going to confess to. So Melissa and I were at market, I guess it's been a month now, and someone around me was wearing this most beautiful, luscious brown color. And I thought, I have a sweater. Where is that sweater? This was a sweater that I was making long before I had a store, and every Saturday night, Mr. Fuzzy Goat and I would go to the indie movie theater in town in Tallahassee. We lived there then. And I wanted a sweater. It was going to be my movie sweater. I was going to wear it it's cold in movie theaters. You want to be cozy. I love this sweater. I have the link to it in there. It's in a book, and the book isn't in print anymore. So we're on the lookout for an alternative for that. But here's the thing. I started the sweater. I had done the sleeve. I had done the body of the piece. Let's see if I can manage this out a little bit here. I had done the body with the collar and all that, but I had not done the sleeves because Whole Foods, which I do like Whole Foods came in, tore down the movie theater and built a Whole Foods. So it took all my wind out of my sails to finish this dang sweater because there was no movie theater. And I think by then, they had movie theaters, but not with the same kind of films. And by then, I think I had really gotten excited about playing in the store. We weren't going out as much. We were saving all our money and all of that. So when I fast forward 8 years, that's the great thing about a great yarn and a good color. I was like, I have a sweater that's going to be made out of that brown color. Where is it? The other great thing about the store is we have Sherry. Our secret weapon is Sherry. Finishing services, because I want to finish this sweater. I'm working on a pattern for Good Vibes. I want the sweater. I'm still not going out to the movies. I'm going to hire Sherry to finish my sweater. So I'm going to confess that I did not finish the sweaters. Sherry finished the sleeves for me. And so if you have pieces that are sitting around that are waiting for you to finish them, Sherry can be your secret weapon as well. So there you go. Oh, Renee used to work at that theater. I know. Don't we miss the Miracle 5? I miss the Miracle 5. Alas, yes. There was a great little sandwich shop near there too, and that was all torn down. But Sherry finishes things, and she just loves to do it, and we get the best stories back how people feel. You can see some people come in, they feel visibly lighter when they leave the piece, knowing that it's going to be done. People are sending us boxes. We're still not keeping Sherry as busy as she would like. So, wanted you to confess, I did not finish this. I did add the little piece to it. Then that's a really great little way to close it. But Vintage, back to the yarn. Okay, vintage is a really plump. Oh, wait, back to pashmina. I didn't tell you the yardage on that. The pashmina has 360 yards of this sport weight. So that's a really great weight and yardage. Okay, so for the vintage, which is a plump worsted, has 200 yards. This is also blue tile. And this is really pretty. Look at this. This one here is Mars in retrograde. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? This has got to be Spectrum. Yes, this is Spectrum. Classic Malintosh color. Just the way they do that, complicated. And then this deep green. I was listening to something about trends. This is called Cousteau. And this really kind of a blue-green, but greens are definitely part of the upcoming trends. And look at this bright, happy color. This is called Texas Tulip. And it does indeed look like tulips. And if you want to make your own movie sweater, this one here is called Coffee Grounds. So that's really a great bundle here. And something that you could also, I meant to show you this green here, look how similar that is. What I'm wearing is crocheted 1,000 Kisses, and if you want a green that's very similar, this jade in the Malintosh will do the trick. So that's our Malintosh group that came, and we were really fabulously excited about that. I have another one I'm going to tell you, and I can't show it to you. So we are now figuring out how to do the Emma's monthly club. So you can now online buy August, September, October, November, and December. You can buy every month now if you want, but we're going to keep going, but we've just planned it through December for now. There's an exclusive colorway each month that will come for Emma's Practically Perfect sock. And it's 400 yards. It's going to be fingering weight, 80% merino, 20% nylon. And we have a skein up there now. That is not the color. And I write that in the description. That's just to show you that what the yarn possibilities are. So that we're only going to get a certain amount each month. And so it's a great way for you to get something exciting. Oh, here's a skein of yarn on the ground. Get something exciting each month and not know what the color is. So after a certain amount of time, we can show you the color, and if we still have some, you can buy it then, but a lot of people are buying it in advance so that they can get those. Oh, and so the one that went overboard is Twist Light and Sunset. That is really pretty and would go really great with, let's see, over here. I would probably put that one with the One of a Kind too. I like a good green and a good brown. This is really pretty. All right. Okay, so Malintosh, Emma, that I couldn't show you. Noro is here. James Watts was super enthralled, would be the best word, with Noro. This is his Sun Gazer top. And so we got some Noro. Oh, and dang, I meant to bring... I've made, and I have a link up to it in our Noro. I made the classic Jared Flood Noro striped scarf for Mr. Fuzzy Goat. Again, years before I had the store. He still wears it. And what's really fun, it has long, slow color repeats. And so you can pick 2 colors and stripe them, and the whole thing is just magical. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I just left it at home. So we have 4 colors of Noro right now. They all have numbers, so that's not near as much fun. But its most prominent qualities is its hand-spun, loosely processed quality to it. So they really, Mr. Noro, really, there is a Mr. Noro, minimizes the amount of machine handling, and so to preserve the original qualities of the fiber. This also has some silk in it. I personally have always loved Noro. I have not carried it in the shop until now because it is known for having sticks in it. Twigs, bits of things like that. But you know, so does Feederbrook sometimes. And that's how you know it comes from a real farm. And you just pick it out and go ahead. So I was thinking that you would not mind as much if you saw these fabulous colors in here. And now that James has talked about it too. So just look at these here. And so, Amy, I saw that you had a question here about twist like what, but I'm not sure. The name of this yarn is Twist Light, so maybe I spoke too fast. So these are the 4 colors that we have, but you can see, and I have a swatch in there so you can see the whole range. You can see that there's a whole range inside them. So that would be just perfect for the Sun Gazer here. Beaterbrook would also work with that. And speaking of James, when James was here, he has patterns in the 10th anniversary pom-pom, and we have that online, and he signed as many as I could get him to. So if you would like a signed copy of your pom-pom that also has a lot of really great patterns in it, but in addition to James' pattern, knit and crochet, you can buy that on our website. And if for some reason you want one that isn't signed, you can put in your note that you would like an unsigned one. So those are some of the yarns. I got one more to show you. Now, if you want ideas, you can also text us at 229-236-GOAT. This one here, I don't have ideas for you yet, but we will. Let me sort these out. Part of the reason I don't have ideas for you is because the last time we got this yarn, it flew right out. We were like, oh, we're going to have to tell people what to do with it. It flew right out and it was gone. So, oh, Noro, thank you, Connie. I forgot to mention that. That is a DK. We got the Noro Silk Garden Light, which is a DK. So we got some more Sister Ananse. So Sister Ananse is Naima Bond. She's in Chicago, and she made these colors just for us. So this one, the names are fabulous. This one is Today Was a Goat Day. This one is OG Original Goat, sorry. And this one is Goat Gang. So these yarns have this zebra. So her base starts with an off-white natural color and then the zebra, which is the black and white pieces in there. This is super soft. It is 80% merino, 20% nylon. The 3 can go together, or you can use any of them on their own. So these, and what's really interesting, I can't show you this to compare because we've sold all our other red, but depending on the time of the year and the dye, and the really even the chemistry of the wool, it takes the dye differently. So this is a slightly different shade than the original set that she sent us, and so it just keeps evolving. But we're so grateful that Naima dyes for us and gets excited about us, and you get excited about buying her yarns. So we love that. And then she threw in an additional color, not zebra. This one is hydrangea. And this is the season for hydrangeas down here. Now, what's really fun about this is she also did some cottons for us. So let me show you. Rita, yes, I would say that that is a rust red. So here's the same dye. She might have even put them in the same dye pot. This is 50% wool, 50% cotton. This is 75% wool. I'm sorry, 75% wool. Yes, 25% nylon. So the cotton takes the dye differently and basically in not as saturated. So isn't that fascinating? So if you want a cotton, because it's dang hot everywhere, here is hydrangea in a cotton. And then here are our original, our other set right here, also in a cotton. So let me show you those. So, let's see, I just showed you that. Okay, so here, now, take into account, that went just right overboard here. Take into account that this has some black zebra stripes in there. But you can also see how the cotton is just a more muted. But also along with that, you can see the little rusty bits in there a little bit more than you might on here. So I just find that fascinating how the chemistry of not only the wool but the cotton takes it differently. This is OG, so really dramatically different how the wool takes it versus the cotton. And then this is Goat Gang. So here you can really see the differences there. You can see that underlying are the same colors, but they take it completely different. So if you want something a little more subtle, a little more terracotta, the cotton blend would be your ticket. And it's 50-50, so 50% wool, 50% cotton, and it is superwash, and it just feels divine. By having the wool in there with the cotton, you're going to get that spring and bounce in it. So I thought that was really fun to have that box made just for us, just for you, just for you. All right, so that's the yarn part. Now we've got some other stuff. I got some new books. We got the Cocoa Knit Sweater Workshop. A couple of you have been asking about this, and I'm really glad that you did. Thank you very much. And here you have like basically lots of different sweaters. Oh, look at that. That's really cute there. With recipes for how to adapt them, change them, make them match for your size and yarn. So we got that one. And this one, Carolina found for us, knit strips. This is just the hottest thing in the knitting book world right now. So it's basically like a graphic novel and has patterns in it, and also has really great information in it. Let's see, I should have marked where it is. Talks about what to do with your stash. So it's really useful, even though it's depicted in a really graphic way. Talks about yarn, qualities of yarn, what to do with that special skein. There's a picture in here of how to look at color by changing the filter on your phone to black and white. So there's just a lot of really great fun things in the Knit Strips book. We also got some mobiles in. Let's see if I can depict these over here. Yeah. So we've started looking around for things at market that would be fiber related. Carolina and I went to the gift market in Atlanta, and we found these mobiles here. So let's see if I can get this. Here we go. This one is sheep. Little sheep, aren't they cute? All made in Nepal. This one we've already been selling like crazy, and it's the bees, because we just love bees, right? I love bees, not around me, but I like looking at them. And then this one is the rainbow cloud here, and you can see pictures of those up close on the website. So I wanted to show you those two, because those also came in. And then last but not least, Dee came by with a pile of skirts. I've got the measurements up online now. I did that before I came to talk to you. So we have two maxi skirts. They are a little bit thinner in terms of the fabric, so that they don't seem frumpy and too wide. So we've got our seersucker. She has brought us that before. And then we have this chambray one, which is microphone. Let me fix that back. And then this one here, this one is short, and I have the measurement for it up there. I don't have it on me now. This is something tile, and it's short. So if you are a petite woman, that would be great. Or if you know a young person who likes to wear theirs shorter, that would be a really great one. This one I believe is called St. Bart's. Look how pretty and happy that is. I'm going to just grab some yarns as I go through here. That would go really pretty with this one here, which is Twist Light Fragrant. This one here is, believe it's called Summer Grass. That fabric, and that's sweet. I'm going to grab the green to go with that. The Twist Light Jade. This is Lavender Fields here. Pretty that is. Oh, that's going to go really nice with this hydrangea, I think. Yep. That's Lavender Fields. This one is Sweet Peach here. I might put that with something. Let's see. How about this one here? This is the Vintage Rose. Maybe you want something peachier. Maybe you'd like, oh yeah, that looks really great. This is the OG Original Goat with the cotton. Sister Ananse. Sister Ananse named it that after an African folk tale about Ananse the spider. I like that information. This is Pink Cabana, and of course that's going to go great with, I would probably put that with Texas Tulip in the vintage. This one we've had before. I love this one, so she found a little bit more fabric for it. This is Go-Go Flamingo. You could do something really bright with that and add a cowl or a little scarf kerchief with Mars in retrograde for that. And I've got one here that went overboard, which is Better Buds. I think she actually called it Butter Buds, but I typed in better and kind of messed it up. So we're going with Better Buds because that's what it is in the description now. And Rita's got one, and she would love that too. And so Nancy's asking about patterns for sweaters in the cotton blend, so we'll be on the lookout for that as well. So I told you I had a lot to share with you because it's just been a big delivery week, and we have had lots to share with you. I'm going to go put the links up now. Thank you guys for hanging in and watching all of these. Maybe there's a summer skirt here for you, and I hope you have a fabulous Saturday. Thank you.